audience members today are Leah, Kylie, and my mom, Missy. The thought of being kidnapped can be scary for everyone. We all have fears of our own, but I'm sure we can all say that we would never like being kidnapped. Have you ever been in a deep sleep when all of a sudden your phone starts beeping extremely loud? Well, if so, then you heard the warning for an Amber Alert. This is what one would look like. And on it, it would have the city, the state, and the license plate with the license plate number, as along with the make of the car and the model number. I will teach you more about where the Amber Alert came from, why it is issued, and how many Amber Alerts have worked. I have done a lot of research on this topic, so I believe I'm credible to speak because of what I have learned. The Amber Alert has an interesting background, can only be used on some occasions, and has been sent off a lot. This is the history of the Amber Alert. According to AmberAlert.gov, it originated in the U.S. on January 1st, 1996. It was named after Amber Hagerman, a 9-year-old girl who was abducted and murdered in Arlington, Texas. Her mother spends every January 13th in the same parking lot in downtown Arlington, Texas, where Amber was last seen. Even 21 years later, justice has not been served to the person that abducted and killed Amber. Now that you've learned about the story behind it, let's talk about criteria needed to issue an Amber Alert. According to FCC.gov, law enforcement will activate an Amber Alert if they believe an abduction has occurred and if the child is in danger of serious injury or death. Also, law enforcement will activate it if they have enough descriptive information of the child or the abductor. The child has to be 17 years or younger for an Amber Alert to go out. Now that you've heard the criteria needed for an Amber Alert, let's see how many have worked. According to MissingKids.com, as of February 24, 2017, there has been 868 successful recoveries. To put that in perspective, from February 2005 to July 2006, 2,185 children under 18 were reported missing every day. According to Robert Hoover of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, about 95% of Amber Alerts are resolved within 72 hours. Here are 2 stories from MissingKids.com about real-life Amber Alerts. November 11, 2016, in Tempe, Arizona, and after an allocation with their mother, a man took 2 siblings, one aged 8 and one aged 3, in a stolen vehicle. The abductor was the father of the older child, but not the younger. And his story and the nature of the abduction led law enforcement to believe the children were in grave danger. An Amber Alert was activated and seen by someone who knew the abductor. This person was able to obtain a location and work with law enforcement to safely locate and rescue the children. The abductor was then arrested. Another story comes from Baltimore, Maryland on October 26, 2016. While a woman was unloading her groceries, someone got into her vehicle and drove away. The woman's 11-month-old child was still inside the car, and law enforcement activated an Amber Alert. The Amber Alert was sent through multiple resources, including text messaging and wireless emergency alerts. A teenage boy was walking outside when he received the WEA message, and shortly after heard a baby crying and realized it was the child from the Amber Alert. He and another citizen found the child and notified law enforcement. The child was taken to the hospital and found to be unharmed. Today, I've informed you about where the Amber Alert came from, why it is issued, and how many have been successful. Now that you know more about the Amber Alert, I hope next time you receive one, you think back to this speech and remember how many children's life it has saved. My audience today is my mom, Kylie, and Leah.